Thank you for joining us today. I am Stefan Chapman, Vice President at EPC. EPC is an independent consultancy and we're active in the downstream energy sector, and we are also the organisers of the upcoming Asia Refining and Petrochemicals Technical Forum, otherwise known as Asia Tech, and we're happy to hold it this year in Bangkok this coming October. We look forward to connecting the refining and petrochemical communities to address, to exchange and to identify solutions to all the pressing questions and challenges being faced by the global and regional downstream sectors. We are very proud to have the event co-hosted by PTTGC, and today I'm very happy and very pleased to be joined by Mr. Krit Kumpabooth, Senior Vice President of CAPEX Excellence at PTTGC. We're delighted to be able to catch up with him today ahead of the conference to discuss some of the key topics that the Asia downstream sector is facing and the wider industry also in its journey to a more sustainable future. So, Mr. Krit, a warm welcome to you. Thank you for taking the time to come talk to us today.
Thank you, Stefan, and thank you all for inviting me to join this event. Right, it's my pleasure to be one of the executive to sharing the view of the company to you. Right, I think that most of you may know our company. Right, our company PTTGC, it's one of the biggest petrochemical integrated company in Thailand. Right, that is the starting point that I like to start with all of you. Right. Maybe Stefan, can we start the first question?
For sure. Yeah, I'd just like to simply begin talking about the petrochemical market and how it is very competitive in nature. So with that in mind, how does PTTGC plan to position itself within the global petrochemical market, let's say within the next 5 years or so?
Okay, that's a good question. Right. Before I'm talking about my company view, right, on that challenge, I think I'd like to introduce my company first, right? My company, maybe some of you know already, right? We are the integrated petrochemical in Thailand, right? We integrate from the upstream to the downstream that we have refinery, we have aromatics, we have olefin, and we have chemical integrated together in Maptaput area in Thailand, right? The size of PTTGC company, if you imagine, right, we have around 15 million ton of the product, and if you size our refinery capacity is about 280 barrels a day. That is the size of our company. Right. Okay. Turn back to your question about the position of the GC in the future with the very challenge on the current market. Right. I think start with what is the challenge in our mind when we are talking about the petrochemical and challenging in the current business. Right. We think everyone knows that one of the most challenge is about the energy transition that linked to the impact of the global warming, right? That is the one that is the top priority in our mind, right? But the second priority that we are talking about, and we talking a lot in our company, is about the challenging on the business recession or the economic recession at this moment, right? So with that too, I think that we need to have carefully thinking about how can we implement or how can we execute the strategy to matching on both challenge. Like frankly speaking, we clear that when we're talking about only the challenging on the climate change or the energy transition that we are facing in the petrochemical and the refining sector, right? So we may challenging a lot from the product that we produce or the consequence from the transition of the fuel or the energy that's going to use in the future. If we consider that only, right, in the implementation, we we will consider only what kind of the technology or which technology that we have to implement or we're gonna implement to reduce the CO2 or to reduce the consequence of the CO2 in scope 2 or scope 3, right? That is maybe the priority that we are trying to do if we consider only the climate change. But if we combine that challenge with the current situation that we have on the economic recession, so we have to do prioritization, right? Together with the technology that we have available in our hand, we have to balancing between the roadmap of investment in the new technology comparing with the economic of return on the company that have to get it in the economic recession period, right? That is the one that we think that we have to take and balance on the response to the environment and also maintain the performance of the company financial status, right? That is what we are challenging ourselves at this moment.
Thank you very much. As you mentioned, decarbonisation and also sustainability are very much at the top of the industry agenda. With that in mind, could you elaborate a little bit more on PTTGC's sustainability initiatives and how they can align with the company's long-term goals?
Okay, so the keyword is about the long-term goal, right? As I told you that at the beginning, right, we've been challenged by two things. One is sustainability, climate change. That is a very long-term aspiration or goal, right? But the current challenge is about the economic crisis that we are facing at this moment, right? Anyway, we have ambition, very clear ambition to reach or to achieve the ultimate goal in our 2015 about the net zero, right? With the net zero that we commit on the 2015, we also have the sustainability pathway that we have to do. Not only we consider on the efficiency of the plant or the efficiency of the manufacturing site, we also consider the social and also the environment that we have to consider as a part of the journey of the sustainability pathway, right? For example, we have a lot of the project that improve the process performance in the plant in the Thailand, in the Krit Kumpabooth, right? To reduce the energy consumption and to reduce the carbon dioxide release. That is very that is a very clear on the investment direction. But we also balancing with the social and the environment that we also invest on another project. For example, on the social, right? We interesting to promote the capability of the community around the plant area, right? To leverage them on the how we can grow together, right? In the area that we invest on the plant. For example, we have a project we call Lufala. We train and we teaching the community to create the local product, right? That's we support them on the knowledge and know-how on the technical and the chemical knowledge that we have, technical knowledge we have. We train the community to produce the local product that's like a, I think we have like a how can we say the perfume, the hand washing, the soap and the detergent, some kind like that make from the made from the bio the biomaterial, right? that is the project that we proud to present, that we have good collaboration with the community around the plant in Thailand, in Mataput area in Thailand. Beside that, with the social, right, we have many projects that we try to like leverage our environment impact. Like we have the project to plant the tree, right, around Thailand, right. We have the target higher than, I think, that 200,000 right around Thailand, right. That is our target to help to recover the forest, right, around Thailand. That is what we have, right, together with the social. We also have the environment, like a project, like a reduce the waste. We have the upcycling, and we have the U-turn project that we have promote to the new generation to collect the waste from the normal life that the new generation have, like the bottle from the drinking water bottle, right. We have the center to collect that waste from the drinking water bottle, right, and go back and send that back, collect that back to the plant that we have, recycle plant in Rayong, right. We are the first recycle plant in Thailand that can recycle the PET bottle and reuse that as a level of the food grade packaging, right. We are the first one that we can receive the FDA standard from USA. That is the one that we link the business together with the sustainability pathway that we have.
Thank you. Those are great initiatives and great developments to hear. If we're going to meet all these goals, all these objectives, we know that both innovation and technologies are going to play a large part. Right. Within PTTGC, can you tell us about some of the recent technology advancements or innovations that have been adopted or implemented in your assets?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I start to answer your question in two aspects, right? The first one is if we talk about the technology and innovation to support the product, right? We call the product innovation. So if we consider the product in the future, it have to be safe product and clean product, right? So with that direction, we invest and we develop by ourselves on R&D on the cleaner and on the safer product, right? For example, we try to use the internal R&D to develop the recycle, the recycle packaging that we can reuse by using the single material, right? That we can reutilize or reuse is very easy. For example, the packaging in the frozen food. Normally, we have many types of the material that used to develop the frozen food. Currently, we have developed the formulation that have only single material that can utilize and easy to recycle. That is the way that we try to develop the product with the technologies, right? For the process technology, I think that related to the event, right? The process technology that's very challenge for us. I think one thing that we have to consider is the short-term or near-term application that we can apply to the current business or the current plan that we have, right? Like the available technologies at this moment, like the advanced technologies in pinch, the advanced technology on the equipment like an exchanger or the catalyst or the equipment like a tray or others, right? This kind of thing, many people around the world or the leader on the technology, they develop outstanding technology very fast. The challenge is about how can we utilize that one at the right time. I mean that when we go to the same speed of the front runner of the technology developer to the market, how can or how fast that we can implement that back to our plan. That is a challenge at this moment that we try to seek the opportunity to be the first pioneer to test that kind of technology. The challenging is about how can we make a network, and I think the event like this event is very good opportunity that we can leverage the network to speed up the new technology to implement in the plan, right? The second challenge on the technology is about the technology is under developing, right? The technology under developing, I think the most challenge is about the intelligence or the insight of the technologies that you you know first, or you know what is going on the developing, right? Like the technology readiness level that I'm talking is about 7, 6 or 7. It means that it's close to commercialization, but not yet. So if we know that, we can go or jump into the right technology. For example, if we interesting on the membrane technologies, right, to be replaced, to replace the distillation technology in the future. So lately, that those kind of technology is under TRL around 6 or 7, right? This is an example that if we know that one and know the right network or the right partnership, we can bring in the idea to develop the project together to upgrade the technologies that we have at this moment, right? This is what I think we have to add in conclusion for innovation and new technology. We have to be agile, right? And we have to understand on the landscape of the technology, which one is the one that already available, and you have to answer yourself that how fast you apply that available technology, and you have to understand what are the coming technology that gonna come out to the market. You should be the first one if you would like to be the pioneer, or if you would like to be the leaders in the performance of the technology. You have to know that. That's what from my view.
Yeah, that's very true, and I very much like the term you used, agility, to be agile. I think that's very important, to be that flexibility, reactivity. I think that's a very good way of describing it. From your company statement, it seems that PTTGC will invest or look to invest in major projects to meet your strategic objectives. As we all know, project management and execution are often very complex. So how does PTTGC ensure successful execution of these types of projects?
Okay. That is very straightforward to my position at this moment, right? So I think for the major project, many people have a different on the definition, right? In my view, if we would like to align that, I mean that the strategic project, that means the project that can shift the direction of the business strategy, right? So if we talk about that, right, it's have to start from what do you want from the project, right, linked to the business strategy, right? Sometimes that you have to think about the development or the execution option, right, of the project. You may not you may not be forced to consider only invest by your own. You may have another option to think about M&A or JV with the other, right? That is the starting point that you have to make it clear first. You're gonna do by yourself, or you're gonna do with the others, or you're gonna buy from the lady, the finished plant that already in the market, right? You have to understand yourself first. So after you end up with, you have to build it. Okay, I start to answer the question from this point with the decision that, okay, this is what we have to build it by our own, or we have to execute it by our own, right? Three things that we have to start consider the same. It's not a rocket science, same to all of the people who know the project management. We have to set up the schedule, right? And we have to set up the quality or the target or specification or scope. And the last one, we have to control the cost, right? We have clear schedule, we have clear on the specification, and we have target on the budget to be utilized, right? And how gonna make that success? It's also the link back to the intention of the business, right? So you can imagine that if you have already have the market waiting for you, right? Which means that the project have to be as soon as possible to finish, right? It cannot wait. We cannot wait. We cannot optimize the cost by extend the schedule. It's not matched with the business intention. So my point is that you have to balancing the time, the quality, and the budget with the business objective. This is the key, right? And during you trying to manage that, there are many many factors that you can manage. But in my view, I think the most important one is about the manage. It's about the project management focus, right? So you have to set up the clear strategy to manage the project, how you planning to monitor the scope, how you planning to monitor the project timeline, how you plan to monitor and planning the cost utilization. The principle of it is very important. I explained it, it seems to be simple, right? But when you mix with the project or the business intent that you aim to have it, it's more complicated, right? How you mix that together when you see that the project gonna be delayed, or when you see that the project gonna utilize the budget over than you got approved, right? You have to set some trade-off strategy, right? The mechanism to set the trade-off strategy is very important at this moment, right? Because you have the clear organization, you have project manager, you have the leader in the project. If the leader that you assign not clearly understand on the business intention, so the final decision making may be totally wrong. Sometimes most of the project, I can say that most of the project would like to control the budget, right? But how you know that if they trade off very small piece of the budget with the significant improve on the schedule, they're gonna do or not? I don't know, right? With the critical decision making, time is go on, right? Every day, every month. But if the mindset of the project people, they consider only the project target, like a project quality, project timeline, project budget only, and not consider the project intent, I think we're gonna lose a lot. in the current situation, right? Because the current situation, sometimes that we need to like take opportunities from the dynamic of the market, right? In the past, as I told you, right, we not see any opportunity to shorten the project time frame. But next month, how you know that the situation gonna be the same? Next month, maybe you already have a big market waiting for you, right? And how you do with the project team, how you control and combine back to them. That is what I think the principle of the project management have to be linked to the business intent and have to be speed up in the same level as the business dynamic. That is the key success factor that I thought, right?
Thank you very much for that. That really, truly great insight into the difficulties, the challenges, also the objectives of great project management and execution, being aligned with the business strategy. I think that's a great message to the audience. Mr. Krit, it's been a real pleasure speaking with you today, addressing some of the key issues, the key industry questions. I'm very much looking forward to being able to expand the discussion at Asia Tech in Bangkok. And we're also very much looking forward to welcoming the PTTGC team to the event. So a big thank you to you today.
Thank you, Stefan, and thank you the team right from the Asia Tech to invite me to join as well. It's my pleasure. Thank you ครับ ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.